This is Yelu from Western Michigan University. I am the chair of the ASPB Excellence in Education Award Committee. Congratulations for being the 2021 recipient of this award. Now, this award was initiated in 1988 to recognize outstanding teaching, mentoring, and/or educational outreach in plant biology, such as leadership in curricular development and authorship of effective teaching materials. So, Rupesh, would you please tell us about yourself and what your research are?
Good morning, Dr. Lu. Thank you for doing the interview. I'm glad to be here and honored to be the recipient. My name is Rupesh Kariyat. I'm an assistant professor in the biology department at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. I did my master's in agronomy from University of Wyoming and PhD, interdisciplinary PhD program in plant biology at Penn State, and then a postdoctoral training at ETH Zurich in Switzerland. I started this job in 2017 fall, so it's almost like 4 years. And my interest is mainly in understanding plant defense and herbivore counter defenses. So I'm very much interested in plant structural defenses and secondary metabolites. Trichomes are the most interesting thing for me. I study them a lot, mostly from an ecological perspective and some mechanistic routes. I also look at plant secondary metabolites and how they play a very significant role in plant defenses. I use a combination of field biology, chemical ecology, plant volatiles, herbivore behavioral assays, and some molecular genetics to understand or to answer some of these questions. And I use this knowledge derived from these questions to devise sustainable plant protection strategies or management initiatives in both the traditional and organic agriculture. So we have a lot of farmers here in the valley whom I work with. So that's my main interest. On the side, I am also very much interested in improving teaching in life sciences, and so I do some research on that. I'm very interested in active learning, even during Zoom based learning in the past year and a half. So I do some research on that. I look at student response to different strategies and curriculum improvement. So had been attending a lot of workshops. I did a certification in teaching, so things like that. So that's the very broad background about me.
Oh, so how do you find external funding opportunities to train college students, high school students, and even school teachers?
So as we all know, getting grants is getting even harder. From what I heard, like the last time, what is it? Like it's less than 10% success for NSF, right? So it's very hard. So one thing that has worked more or less good for me is to integrate projects where you have both research and teaching and outreach together. And one thing I was able to learn very fast once I got here was it's not necessarily about you as a person, it's about assembling the right team. So I have been very incredibly lucky to have a group with whom I consistently collaborate. So we have a agroecologist, we have a physiologist, we have a soil biologist. So most of the grants that we write it together. But also one thing that I have learned is you always want to show some proof of concept before you ask for big money. So a seed grant or a small grant that you can get maybe within the department has helped me a lot. So specifically answering your question on how I find funding for these outreach and teaching related activities, within the department and university, there are small amounts of pots of money. So, and it is not that competitive if you have a good idea. So I had been lucky, some of my students have got that. Then I used that to write. For example, I got the ASPB Plant Bloom Award
That's
2
right.
years ago, education and outreach. That was a huge step, a leap, because I was able to use that money to invite high school teachers within the valley and then educate them or improve or update their curricula in plant sciences. And then I published a paper in an education journal based on that. And now I use this grant and this paper as proof of concept for other grants. So that's what I have been doing.
Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me, and congratulations again for being the 2021 recipient of the ASPB Excellence in Education Award. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.